It's literally better than last time.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though. Kid just rages for a while. An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
The narration.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines. It's a wonder the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view. Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
getting used to the controls, however basic. I'm using DualShock. So,
He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery, gas fellas. Wingbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. Kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. Kid better watch his step. He finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Normally I'm all about those, but the holding down, the charge up, I don't know, circle or B to melee ammo and something. And all the way around to
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. Bad time to run out of black tonic.
because I'm streaming this straight from YouTube, I haven't got an open now. I might be able to split the stream, but for now I'll try and keep things as fast as possible.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them though. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Robs a scumbag of his last meal. Kid puts him out of his misery.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna hold up for a sec. This is, I'm quite liking this. This is a cool style. I haven't actually played many games in this sort of vein. I like the background, the soundtrack. I didn't really think of it as having boss fights, but I guess it kind of does. It's quite like that. I hope the quality too good. I'm very focusing on the finish. Yeah, I'm quite liking it. I don't know, it feels good. It feels okay. Quite good. This style. Yeah, but I'm actually good at it. So if you can not home stream, I like that. Oh, I'm doing that now. I'm just going to keep it still. Hoping to see if we can capture that offline the stream. Way.
He finds the core to the Wharf District.
Sometimes it's starting from the beginning, and other times it's goes all out sequence, just like this one, to record up.
He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running, somersaulting like crazy. At last, the skyway's in sight.
Character just reminds me of Roland for some reason.
Whisks him where he needs to go.
Achievement unlocked. Ride the wind.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
Achievement unlocked. The stranger. Double.
Did anybody else survive?
Go further. They charred a light. I hope it's the missionary background.
Sure enough, he finds another.
I don't find a whole village of crazy.
He finds me.
Hey,
We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores.
See, again, pressing stupid PlayStation Xbox One.
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright, except no one else showed up. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Ain't always much to say. What to build. Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply. Punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands. Let's go this way. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets, but which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
There's the one that we against.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit. He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch. Never much cared for that big wide grin of his. Keeps telling himself he better watch his step. Somehow that old forge is still standing. Inside the forge, he can fine-tune those instruments of his. With a good length of meat gut, that bow's like new again. Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting. Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Just change buttons from here. Back to Bastion.
He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. But Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Kid cuts up Gershel like a pineapple. Old scumbag didn't feel a thing. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from it. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman is keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. Now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him. Sometimes a single look says it all. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light. Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Convenient. Oh, good. Here we go, sundown path or the next. Curious walkways, here we go.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure though. But then somebody gets to the core before the kid. The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. The single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for them though. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Air travel always was an iffy proposition. Quick and careful's the only way to go. The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. Who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. A scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlikely kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. Find time to find them. He's wise to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
Yeah, if that been generator. There was one guy.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. What else is there to say? Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
It was actually pretty fun. Quite liking this actually.
The melting pot. Place hoarded all sorts of fineries from beyond the boundless sea.
Let's go there. Let's do this. I really hope this comes out okay.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Blasted things hurt like a broken heart. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
Keep thinking of the part. To realize it. So now
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core's stuck inside one of those fancy cages. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the Kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. brass fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30, hard to tell. Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It's a troublesome scene to be sure. Moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Fun. I'm actually pretty engaged. It's a pretty...
I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
My audio is so pants. It's probably because I'm using just earphones.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Happy plugs. So, yeah, that's fine. So let's skip quite like the
A bow and a machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
Let's just keep going through cores. I'm not really. I presume there's other levels of training areas to use certain weapons.
The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him, not like this. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close.
I don't know how long to make these streams. Maybe I should make them much longer.
Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife.
About an hour long.
It was someone like him.
Maybe if I just complete this proving ground.
Kid sees him there again.
If the stream goes well,
it's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all.
There's not much about the stream.
Just ain't got time for answers.
But,
the Thunder Brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nordy the Bird Boy didn't make it. The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived.
It's bad coming to people out there. It's kind of what's pointing to.
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The core survives as well. And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please.
Wow.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Cool.
For Zolf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Caelondia. It was good living here for a while. We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
Okay, so time's passed. These two different places.
The cores. Now remember, that's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more. Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
See if we can upgrade a few bits. Reload speed. Got plus 8 on capacity.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
Maybe still survivors in there. Right, I think we're going to leave that there for now as a test. If it works well, then I'll come back to it some other time, play a bit more, see if we can get these last 2 cores set up, and see if any other little strangers or squirts or fluff. Well, I hope this has worked alright, and it's worked a bit better than the others. It's been a real fun day for live stream.